Hello students, welcome to this series of mathematics lessons. This is a continuation of the previous lecture. Now let us prove theorem 2.5, which states that if one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle, say for instance the angle is angle A of this triangle is equal to angle D of the other triangle, and the sides including these angles are proportional, then the two triangles are similar. The side AB is proportional to side DE of another triangle. If these two sides are in proportion, then these two triangles are similar. Now let us prove the statement. This theorem can be proved by taking two triangles ABC and DEF such that AB by DE is equal to AC by DF is less than 1, which means to say that the triangle DEF is larger than the triangle ABC, and angle A is equal to angle D. Now we will cut the second triangle such that DP is equal to AB and DQ is equal to the length of side AC, and PQ is parallel to EF since they share the common angle, and triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. We've already seen this in the previous theorem. So angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle P, angle C is equal to angle Q. Since the angles of these two triangles are equal, we can say that these two triangles are similar. One way of looking this is triangle ABC can easily fit into triangle DEF. ABC could be placed in place of DPQ. You can place triangle ABC in place of DPQ only when the triangles are similar, because the sides are in proportion and they share the same angle. Now let us solve a problem. This problem is going to be very interesting. A girl of height 90 cm is walking away from the base of a lamp post at a speed 1.2 meter per second. The height of lamp is 3.6 meter above the ground. Now we need to find the length of her shadow after 4 seconds. We need to find the length of the shadow she is casting. Here we can notice the length of the pole is 3.6 meter and the height of girl is 0.9 meter. She was moving at the speed of 1.2 meter per second. At 4 seconds, she must have traveled the distance. We can calculate the distance using distance formula, which states the distance is equal to speed times the time she took. Now let us calculate the distance she traveled since she crossed the pole. We have the speed or the velocity she was traveling, and we have the time duration. Now let us plug in these values. The velocity she was traveling was 1.2 meters per second. She traveled 1.2 meters per second for 4 seconds. So the total distance covered is 4.8 meter. This distance is 4.8 meter. We need to find the length of the shadow that is casted by the light on her. Now let us call the distance DE is equal to x. We can notice that triangle CDE is similar to triangle ABE, so that we can apply the basic proportionality theorem. Note that in triangle ABE and in triangle CDE, angle B is equal to angle D. They are perpendicular to the ground. The pole is standing perpendicular to the ground and the girl is walking perpendicular to the ground. And angle E of triangle ABE is equal to angle E of triangle CDE. Now we can apply the basic proportionality theorem. BE by DE is equal to AB by CD. The length BE is equal to BD plus DE. The length of BD is 4.8 meter that we calculated earlier plus d, the length of DE x that we need to calculate. BE is equal to 4.8 plus x divided by the length of DE, that is x, which is equal to the length of AB is 3.6 meter, that is the length of the pole, and the length of CD is equal to the height of the girl, which is 0.9 meter. So we will solve this to calculate the value of x. The value of x turns out to be 1.6 meter. The length of shadow is 1.6 meter. This is interesting, right? In the previous lectures, we already seen that in two similar triangles, the ratio of their corresponding sides is the same. So we can extend this idea to find the relationship between the ratio of their areas. So do you think there is any relationship between the ratio of their areas and the ratio of their corresponding sides? Yes, there exists a relationship between the area of a triangle and their corresponding sides. Now we shall look at the relationship between the corresponding sides and the area of similar triangles. Theorem 2.6 states that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. What it means to say is the area of triangle ABC and the area of triangle PQR are in the ratio of their corresponding sides. That is, we need to prove that the area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle PQR is equal to square of their corresponding sides. Now let us prove the theorem. Now we shall draw the perpendicular AM to the base BC for triangle 1, and we shall draw the perpendicular length PN to the base QR of the second triangle. The area of first triangle is given by half into base BC into height AM, and the area of triangle PQR is given by half into base, that is QR, into perpendicular height, that is PN. Now we shall divide these two, area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR. We shall cancel out 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Now we are remaining with BC into AM divided by QR into PN. That is, we are left with the base and the height of two triangles. Now in triangle ABM and triangle PQN, we have angle B is equal to angle Q. Angle B is equal to angle Q. Since they are similar, the corresponding angles are equal. Angle M is equal to angle N. Angle M is equal to angle N. So we can say that triangle ABM and triangle PQN are similar since they share angles at two vertices. So triangle ABM is similar to triangle PQN. If triangle ABM is similar to triangle PQN, we can apply AM by PM is equal to AB by PQ. Since they are similar, so we can write AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR is equal to CA by PR. Can you notice something strange here? AB by PQ. Here we got AB by PQ is equal to AM by PN. We can replace AB by PQ by AM by PN. So from equation 1, we have area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR is equal to, we are replacing BC by QR with AB by PQ. The equation 1 becomes AB by PQ into AM by PN. AM by PN remains as it is. We are just replacing BC by QR with AB by PQ from equation 3. That is one part. And you can notice one more thing. AM by PN is equal to AB by PQ. Again, Here we got AM by PN. Now we can replace this with the equation 2. That is AM by PN becomes AB by PQ. So this is equal to AB by PQ the whole square. Since we have got 2 ABs in the numerator and we have got 2 PQs in the denominator, both the numbers are getting multiplied. So we can write this as AB by PQ the whole square. Now again we will go back to the equation 3. If AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR is equal to CA by RP, then their squares must also be equal. Say for instance, if 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2, their squares must also be equal, which is 2 square is 4 and 4 square is 16, 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. Both are same, 1 by 4. The ratio of area of similar triangles is equal to the square of ratio of the corresponding sides. The content of this video is borrowed from Karnataka Textbook Society, Bangalore under Fair Usage Policy. This video is presented by Avari Technologies. Please do hit subscribe button to get more content. Thank you.